Hello, this is Scotty Doggy, and today I'm going to be benchmarking Aliens Fireteam Elite now that we have a patch so we can play in Ultrawide without hacking it. For the benchmarking I'm going to be using the latest version, which is the 1.0.1.90218. For the PC I have an Intel 10850K clocked at 4.9 GHz on all cores. I have an RTX 3080GB Eagle OC. I have 32GB of RAM at 3600 MHz, and I have the latest NVIDIA driver, which is the 496.13. For all the benchmarks that I'm doing today, they were all done in the window mode full screen. The resolution was 5120 by 1440. There was no motion blur. Chromatic was turned off, the frame rate limit lock was unlocked, and VSync was off. Two other quick notes: the game does not have an FOV slider, and the game does not have HDR. All of my benchmarking was done in the Giants in the Earth Mission 1 level. And we'll start with the low settings, as there is actually no graphic presets. I've sort of invented my own. So shadow quality is set to low, texture quality is set to low, anti-aliasing is off, ambient inclusion is also off, and screen space reflections are also off. For average FPS we got a 141.5. For the minimum FPS I got a 95.6. For the maximum FPS I got 226.4. For the 1% frame rate I got 100.4, and the 0.1 low frame rate I got 70.3. Moving on to the medium settings, we've got shadow quality set to medium, we have texture quality set to medium, anti-aliasing is now set to 8, ambient inclusion is now on, and screen space reflections is also on. Using these settings I got an average FPS of 114.4, I got a minimum FPS of 85.1, a maximum FPS of 168.2, a 1% low frame rate of 85.3, and a 0.1 low frame rate of 62.9. And for the high settings I've gone for the shadow quality high, the texture quality at high, anti-aliasing at 16, ambient inclusion on, and screen space reflections on. With these settings I saw an average FPS of 107.2, a minimum FPS of 64.1, a maximum FPS of 161.1, a 1% low frame rate of 74.3, and a 0.1 low frame rate of 58.9. Next, normally what I do now is just compare the presets and see what the percentage and FPS differences are. So if we compare low to medium, we saw about 19% drop and 27.1 FPS drop in FPS. Going from the medium to the high preset, I saw about a 7 FPS drop, or about 6% in performance. And finally, going from the low to the high preset cost me about 34 FPS, or about 24% in performance. And normally how I like to end my videos is just literally showing off the game, how it looks with a game record, and also recording the screen. I've also put the MSI Afterburner stats on the screen so you can have a look and see how it runs as it plays. If you liked the video, give it a little like. If you didn't, or if you got any ideas for how I can present this any better, leave some comments down below. Thanks a lot.